Welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. Two hands and a foot. We won't tell you who's who. Today I want to talk about something a little interesting. I was driving down the road and one of those, what looks like a political banner, but it's not really because there's no really colors to it. But so you don't know what side is saying what to what side, but the statement is applicable to all facets right now. So the sign said, or the sign read, "Make lying wrong again." Well, I appreciate the sentiment. I appreciate that you know, they want to make lying wrong again, but I think we need to correct that statement because first and foremost, lying has always been and always will be wrong. I think the sentiment behind that, I'm hoping, but at least what I'm going to say for right now is make lying punished again. We want to punish lying again. We want to make it to where there is a punishment for lying. Far too often, lying isn't punished, and therefore people get away with things. The moral gray areas. Not the, does this make me look fat? And lying for that. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the ability to discredit someone without evidence. The ability to degrade someone's character without having to have any proof to back it up. What I'm talking about is those false statements of intentionality that aren't fulfilled. To the point where there are times where it's blanket statements where the facts are there. There's so much truth out there that this is a blatant and obvious lie, yet no consequences are had because no one cares anymore about the seriousness of lying. That to the point where the people who are telling the truth are mocked because they dare say that a lie is a lie. Now, there are times where lying is punished when it goes for a more serious crime is committed and you lie about that. They might tack on that because they want to be extra harsh on a criminal. But in the non-criminal sense of things, lying seems to be commonplace nowadays. And so the sign saying make lying wrong again, I get it, it's funny, it's catchy, but it should say make lying punished again. And the punishment be acceptable again. I don't like lying. If anybody knows me, I absolutely hate lying. Why? Because it costs too much memory. Besides the fact that it's wrong, it costs too much memory to try to remember who you lied what to. And how far in a lie you went with whoever you went with that lie to. And so it's not worth the trouble. It's not worth the energy it takes to try to juggle all of that. The real world is hard enough and difficult enough as it is without lying. Add lying into that and you have a really bad day. On top of the fact that lying is absolutely horrible. The consequence or the potential consequence of losing someone's trust in you doesn't mean anything anymore because, oh well, we don't take stock in relationships as we used to. If I burn a relationship, it doesn't matter. I'll just float on to the next person who's going to like my message on Facebook or my post on this or my video for that. I'll just get more acceptance from somebody else and move along from people who want to ridicule or condemn lying. So, yes, make lying wrong again. No, it's make lying punishable again. And I'm not saying behead somebody who lies, but make it so that the consequences for lying are harsh enough to where the shame from doing so changes a person's behavior. To not lie. Yes, the consequences for telling the truth may be severe. But I would rather be known as a man of integrity than a man without integrity. And that's what it comes down to, is do you have the integrity? And we all say the statement, we all know the statement, integrity is what you do when no one's looking. Doing the right thing when no one's looking. I extend that. Integrity is doing the right thing even though you know you're not going to be checked. And I use this as a cheesy but decent example. You're driving on the highway, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, there's nobody else out on the road. Are you still going to use your blinker to turn off onto the exit ramp for the exit you're getting off at? Are you still going to use your blinker to do so? That's integrity, because no one else is going to be around. You know no one's going to check you. Are you still using your blinker? Because that's the law. The law says to turn your blinker on before you make a turn. So the integrity you have to do that, and things like that. Are you going to do the right thing even though you know no one's going to check your work? Are you going to do even something simple as do the dishes the night of so that you don't encourage insects and rodents to infest your housing area? Are you going to do that? No one's going to check your work, but are you going to have the integrity to do that? Are you going to have the integrity to come up to your boss and say, listen, boss, I made a mistake, knowing full well you can get written up for it or up to fired, but you made the mistake? Are you going to walk up to your boss and say, hey, boss, I know no one might not have checked it, but hey, I made a mistake. How do we fix this? Do you have that integrity? Make lying punishable again. Gain integrity. So that's what I'm saying today, is to gain and use that integrity and to walk in integrity. And then we won't have to worry about whether or not we make lying wrong again or lying punishable again, because we're walking in integrity. And we don't have to worry about our lying because we don't lie. That's all I have for today. I hope it meant something to you. I hope you got something out of it. So with that, I'll catch you on the flip side.